Well, howdy folks, welcome back to the workshop. Welcome to part 2 of my tea filter build. And of course, welcome back to my channel. I've got the tea filter right here that I built during part 1. If you haven't seen part 1, I will put that video up over here so you can go check it out. But during that video, I built the basic circuit. And then today, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna modify that circuit to have an expression pedal. And you can see I already pre-drilled that. I pre-drilled that before I put anything in just because I thought it'd be a lot harder to drill that after the pedal's built. But anyway, that's the goal for today. Now you might notice I changed out the knob here. It came with a gray kind of fluted knob and I didn't really love the aesthetic of it. So I found this white chicken head knob in my Boxo knobs and I really like it. There's something about it with this kind of shape of the sticker. I don't know, it just looks good. So put that on there. Other than that, it's exactly as you saw in the last video. Now in the comments of that video, a couple of you had asked, how did I do the LED? Well, I've got a diagram right here. I'll go ahead and put that on the screen for you. But if you look at kind of the yellowish orange wire, that's what I did. So you go from lug 11 to the center lug of the 3PDT foot switch, and then from the top center lug, you go over to the LED, and then between the LED and ground, you're gonna wanna put a 4.7K resistor. Now I also have a video about current limiting resistors. If you haven't seen that, I'll put that up here. I used a clear LED with a 4.7 and I'm pretty pleased with the result. If you want something brighter, less bright, different colors, whatever, watch that video. Now to do today's mod, we only need one thing, and it's a TRS jack like this. But this is a specific type of jack. It's called a TRS switched jack. Okay, and I'll put the exact model number of this jack on the screen. It's a Neutrix or Reen jack, and I'll put the exact number on the screen for you if you want to do the same thing. But let me show you what this does. Now, if you look here, we've got 2 sets of lugs, right? So it looks like it just passes the signal through. But let me show you what happens here. If you look at these lugs on this side, they are solid. On this side, they are jointed. See that? So what happens is if you plug in your TRS cable on your expression pedal, see that how it separates the lug from the contact? So what that means is you're gonna wanna hook the potentiometer to this side and the circuit to this side. So when this is not in there, the potentiometer is controlling the circuit, but when it is in there, it's disconnecting the potentiometer and instead controlling it with the potentiometer inside the expression pedal. There are 2 different standards for TRS expression pedals. This is a Moog pedal. Moog, Roland, Kurzweil, Hammond, several of the others. The more popular standard that you will see sends the wiper of the jack to the tip. Okay, and that's the way I'm gonna wire this one today. Now Yamaha, Behringer, I think a couple others use a different standard and it sends the wiper to the ring instead of the tip. Every expression pedal has a different value inside of it. The Moog uses a 50K pot inside of it, which is what's actually in the tea filter. Most expression pedals use either 10 or 20K pots. Some of them use 100K pots, so it's just kind of, you have to look up what the value is, but I think this is gonna pair nicely with the tea filter. Let's get started wiring. Okay, so I got the pedal open here so you can see what we're gonna do. And the first step is gonna be to desolder these 3 lugs that go to the potentiometer and pull them off because they're gonna go to the expression jack. So what I am planning to do is put the expression jack here and it'll sit like this because we'll want this side to go to the circuit, this side to go to the pot. And then I'll probably spin the pot 180 degrees so the lugs are over here, and then I'll run wires from here to the pot. Now I made this diagram of what we're gonna do. Again, I'll put it on the screen for you, but what you can see is the pot up there in the top right with the sleeve ring and tip contacts. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna want the tip contact to go to the 681 cap and then to lug 6 or to terminal 6. And we're going to want the ring to go to the 472 cap and then over to terminal 5. The sleeve contact will go to the ground of the output jack. Then we'll have the ring go over to the lug 3 of the jack. We'll have the tip go to lug 2, the center lug, the wiper lug of the jack, and of course the remaining lug will go to the sleeve with the ground. Okay folks, now real quick before I solder everything, I just want to test the circuit to make sure that my brain is working properly. So I've kind of dummied together with some alligator clips here. I've got the expression pedal going to the circuit. So let's, I got a loop pedal over here. Let's start the loop pedal, okay. That's bypass, let's kick it in. And we're getting a little hum from somewhere, but we're getting a lot of hum from somewhere. What's the hum? Well, I'm gonna assume that's because I've got all this alligator clip madness going on, but you can hear, hopefully you can hear that. We are getting that wah effect. So, I think it's gonna work. Test it one more time. No pot in yet, but let's just make sure the expression pedal is working. So start the loop. Okay, let's bypass. Yes. All right, it works. Okay, there you have it, folks. That is an expression pedal added to the Tea Philter. Now, that's how I did it with this particular one, but what you see there is the theory behind this. So theoretically, you could do this on any pedal to replace one potentiometer. So if you have a pedal that you really like and you really like to tweak one of the values, you could do this. Anyway, there you go. Let's try it out. Okay, folks, here's the setup. I got a little tube amp here, Tea Philter, and I got a couple expression pedals to bring in just a second. No expression pedal plugged in yet. Just first things first, I want to kind of show you the functionality. Now, if you're really curious about the tone of the pedal itself, watch the previous video because I did some high quality audio. This is just going to be ambient audio today. But first things first, there's our clean tone. Let's kick in the Tea Philter. Just want to show that it still works. So of course we didn't break anything. We can still go up here. Get that kind of underwater sound. Or down here and get that kind of funky. So there you go. Now let's test out the expression pedal. So I'm gonna plug this in here. This is the Moog. So this one has about the same, or it has the same pot as is inside the pedal, so it should pair pretty nicely. Definitely works. There we go. That's what we were expecting. All right, now just for the heck of it, I had mentioned that different expression pedals have different values. This one has a 10K pot. Let's just see how that does, just for the heck of it. Ooh, hey. So that feels a lot different. It doesn't have as much range, you can hear, but that range that it does have is kind of in the sweet spot. So there you have it, folks. That's the two-part series on building and modding the Tea Philter. This little jack makes this pedal so much more fun because it can still do all the things that it was meant to do. And then you can add that foot expression, and it really does make the pedal a heck of a lot of fun. So I'm glad that I did that. The LED is a must, and this jack really is a neat thing. Now, so that takes me back, 8-9 years to that guitar show when I first saw this thing and thought to myself, why didn't they put an expression pedal jack on it? Well, my instinct was right on all those years ago because it really does make the pedal a lot more fun. If you like these amp and pedal mods, I do have an entire playlist of those. I will link that in the description for you so you can check those out. Appreciate you tuning in today. And if you like what I do on this channel, please hit that subscribe button for me. And if you like this video or you like any of these mod videos, just give it a big old thumbs up. That like button really does help out the channel, and I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in.